The courtroom was full. Journalists, colleagues, distant relatives. Daniel stood in a perfectly tailored suit, expression composed. He looked like a man prepared to defend his reputation. Across the room, a large monitor had been positioned beside the witness stand. Blank, waiting. Daniel glanced at it once, then looked away. He told himself she wouldn't appear. He told himself she wouldn't dare. Midway through proceedings, Emily's lawyer stood. "Your Honor, the petitioner will now provide testimony remotely." The courtroom lights dimmed slightly. The monitor flickered. Then her face appeared. Clear, steady, framed by quiet morning light from another country. Thousands of miles away. Untouchable. A murmur moved through the courtroom. Daniel looked up slowly, and for the first time since the divorce began, he lost control of his expression. She did not look broken. She did not look angry. She looked calm. That unsettled him more than tears ever would have. "Miss Emily," the judge said, "can you confirm you are testifying voluntarily and safely?" "Yes, Your Honor." Her voice was clear, measured, no tremor. For years, Daniel had relied on her hesitation. Today, there was none. Emily's lawyer began gently. "Can you describe the pattern of behavior in your marriage?" Emily inhaled slowly. "It did not begin with violence," she said. "It began with correction." Daniel shifted in his seat. Correction of tone, correction of timing, correction of opinion. She paused. Then came isolation, then humiliation, then physical intimidation. The first photograph appeared on the courtroom screen beside her image. Bruises, date stamped, gasps echoed faintly. Daniel's attorney objected. Speculative characterization. Emily did not react. She had learned long ago that reaction feeds manipulation. "Your Honor," her lawyer continued, "with permission, we will play an audio excerpt." Permission granted. Daniel's voice filled the courtroom. "If you ever try to leave, I'll make sure you regret it." The sound was unmistakable. No distortion, no editing, just him. Daniel's jaw tightened visibly. On the screen, Emily remained still. Her lawyer displayed bank records, transfers, offshore accounts, property documents under a relative's name. "Miss Emily," the lawyer asked, "when did you discover these financial movements?" "The same night I discovered the affair," she replied calmly. A ripple moved through the room. "And what conclusion did you draw?" "That he was preparing to leave first." Silence. Daniel's head snapped toward the screen. For a split second, anger flashed. But Emily did not flinch. Distance had changed the power dynamic. He could not loom over her, could not whisper threats between questions. He could only watch. Daniel's attorney approached the center. "Miss Emily, isn't it possible you misinterpreted stress and private investments as malicious intent?" She answered without hesitation. "Stress does not require hidden apartments." A faint stir of restrained laughter moved through observers before the judge restored order. The attorney pressed further. "If your husband was so dangerous, why did you not leave earlier?" Emily's gaze remained steady. "Because I believed apologies." She paused. "Until I found evidence." The distinction was sharp. Personal emotion versus documented fact. And documented fact always wins. Then Lena was called forward physically. She sat beneath the screen where Emily still appeared. Two women, different locations, same truth. "Did Mr. Daniel inform you he was legally separated?" the lawyer asked. "Yes." "Was that true?" "No." "Did he discuss financial plans involving departure?" "Yes." Daniel exhaled sharply. The courtroom could feel the fracture widening. Finally, Emily's lawyer asked one last question. "Miss Emily, why did you choose to testify from abroad rather than return for these proceedings?" A subtle shift in tension filled the room. Emily answered slowly, "Because I had already learned what happens when I stand within his reach." The words were quiet, but devastating. Every eye in the courtroom moved toward Daniel. He opened his mouth, closed it. There was nothing he could object to. Because it was true. After recess, the judge returned. Temporary full custody granted to Emily. Protective order approved. Financial accounts frozen. Criminal inquiry to proceed. Each ruling landed with quiet finality. Daniel stared at the monitor, but the screen had already gone dark. Her testimony ended. She did not wait to watch him fall. Daniel stood alone in the courtroom as people filed out. For the first time in years, he felt small. Across the ocean, Ada closed her laptop gently. Not triumphant, not vengeful, free. Distance did not weaken her voice. It amplified it. And when truth travels across oceans, there is nowhere left to hide. To be continued.